Hello students, good morning all. Today let's do some exercises to the chapter 3 questions. Do you remember that one? 3 questions. Now let's begin. Each of the following sentences has 2 blanks. Fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of the word given in brackets. For example, he asked Dash to help me. Do you think he will remember his Dash? The word is promise. How it has to be? He has promised to help me. Do you think he will remember his promise? The task is you have to fill in the blanks with the given word. For the 2 blanks, it is the same word they have given. You have to see which form will fit for each blanks. The Dash said that only fresh evidence would make him change his Dash. The word is judge. I didn't notice any serious dash of opinion among the debaters, although they dash from one another over small points. Clue word is differ. Third one, it's a fairly simple question to dash, but will you accept my dash as final answer? Fourth one, it isn't dash that dash should always be the mother of invention. Clue word is necessary. Hermits or dash mean how they acquire their dash no one can tell. Wise. Sixth one, the committee has dash to make Jagadish captain of the team. The dash is likely to please everyone. Decide is the clue word. Asking for dash is as noble as willingness to dash forgive. Here are my answers. The judge said that only fresh evidence would make him change his judgment. I didn't notice any serious difference of opinion among the debaters, although they differed from one another over small points. It is a fairly simple question to answer, but will you accept my answer as final? It isn't necessary that necessity should always be the mother of invention. Hermits or wise men, how they acquire their wisdom, no one can tell. The committee has decided to make Jagadish captain of the team. The decision is likely to please everyone. Asking for forgiveness is as noble as willingness to forgive. Now grammar part. What is a noun? A noun is a name of a person, place, thing or an idea. Singular and plural nouns. Singular nouns refer to one thing like a baby, a dog, a flower. Plural nouns refer to 2 or more things, babies, dogs, flowers. Concrete and abstract nouns. Concrete nouns, something you can perceive with your 5 senses. Abstract nouns, something you cannot perceive through any of your 5 senses. Collective nouns, name a group of people or thing. This class of nouns denotes a group of people, animals, objects or concepts or ideas as a single entity. Compound nouns, made up of 2 or more words acting as a single unit. Let's see their types. Separate words, coffee table, hyphenated words, editor-in-chief, combined words, battlefield, like so on. Common nouns and proper nouns. A common noun names any type of noun, person, animal, place, thing, idea. A proper noun names a specific person, place or thing. Countable noun and uncountable noun can be named as count nouns and non-count nouns. Count nouns, nouns that we can count, like 1 pencil, 2 pencils, 3 pencils. They can be singular or plural, like a book, 2 books. Non-count nouns are uncountable nouns, nouns that we cannot count. They have no plural forms. Example, bread, cheese, ice cream, yogurt. Pronouns. Pronouns are the replacing nouns. For example, I, he, she, we, us. Types of pronouns. Personal, I, me, he, she. Possessive, his, hers, its. Relative, who, whose, that. Reflexive, myself, yourself, himself. Now let's do one small exercise. Choose a picture. Write 2 sentences, one using noun and another sentence using pronoun. Here is my answer. Amal is a school girl. She is a school girl. Ahmed is a school boy. He is a school boy. Possessive pronouns. I am going to show you possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. Before we read into possessive pronouns, it is always easy to combine and study with subject pronouns. What are the subject pronouns? I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Now let's read. I have a bicycle. The bicycle is mine. You have a bicycle. The bicycle is yours. He has a bicycle. The bicycle is his. She has a bicycle. The bicycle is hers. It has a bicycle. Here there is no possessive pronoun. We have a bicycle. The bicycle is ours. They have a bicycle. The bicycle is theirs. Relative pronouns take the place of nouns or pronouns. They are called relative pronouns because they always relate back to something or someone else. They are used to join 2 sentences about the same person or thing. What are the relative pronouns? Who, whose, whom, which, that. Now let's see with their usage on one example. Who. Replace the subject pronouns I, she, he, we and they. Example, this is the man who broke the window. Whose, show possession or relationship. She knew the family whose house we bought. Whom, replace the object pronouns me, her, him, us and them. They have found the lady whom they want to interview. Which, classes that begin with which or almost always non-destructive. My precious blue lamp which was in the room was broken. That. Classes that begin with that are almost always restrictive classes. The lamp that was in the room was broken. Now, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used in 3 situations. Like, reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and the object are the same. Example, the cat licked itself. Reflexive pronouns are used as subject of a preposition when the subject and object are the same. Example, I sometimes talk to myself. Reflexive pronouns are used to emphasize the subject. We will clean the room ourselves. Can you see the above picture? Here are more examples for you. I sometimes talk to myself. Do you ever ask yourself this question? Please take good care of yourselves. He hurt himself with a knife. She looked at herself in a mirror. The cat licked itself. We will clean the room ourselves. They had a nice time. They enjoyed themselves. Hope you all understood this session. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for watching.